jak laleczka, na dziewczyna jak malina, do moja Marysia. Tapelitego nie ocenimy się. Marysia, moja Marysia, przyjdź tu do mnie, daj mi buzia. Marysia, moja Marysia, ty jesteś moja kochaneczka. Hej! Just as pretty as a picture, that's my sweet Marysia. She's a real cutie, a darling real cutie. Just as pretty as a picture, that's my sweet Marysia. In a year or two, she's going to marry me. Marysia, my sweet Marysia, kiss me, sweetheart, never leave me. Marysia, my sweet Marysia, you are the girl that I'll always love. Marysia, moja Marysia, przyjdź tu do mnie, daj mi buzia. Marysia, moja Marysia, ty jesteś moja kochaneczka. Hej! Hopa! Here we go!
Happy Polka Sunday morning, and welcome to the Sunday Morning Polka Show of Northwest Ohio and the entire globe. Hello to our listeners all across the USA, Canada, Poland, Australia, the United Kingdom, and so many other places. I am David Jackson, the host of the Sunday Morning Polka Show. Pleased as pierogi to be bringing you the finest in polkas, waltzes, and obetics, mostly in the Polish-American style, but other styles thrown in as well, and occasional mystery tunes thrown in as well. That was the Sinor Classics Polka Band doing Maryśka Moja for you right there. Or something very, very close to that. Marysia. Yeah, that was a good song. Like that band. Thank you so much for sending me your recordings, because that's how recordings get to the show. You send them to me, and we play them. That is our commitment. Our commitment is also to bring you news from Poland, as well as the old Polish word of the day. Today's Polish word of the day is a verb, drapać. Drapać. Here it is in a sentence. Nie powinieneś tego drapać, jeśli lekarz tak powiedział. All right. Well, let's get back into the music. It is, after all, Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, including, of course, mine, up there in the middle of Michigan, the most faithful listener to this big broadcast. It wouldn't be Mother's Day without playing a fabulous song by Frank Wojnarowski.
Tyś mnie wychowała, tyś mnie całowała, a dzisiaj zostawiasz mnie. Mamo, ach mamo droga, czemu zostawiasz mnie? Tyś dla mnie śpiewała, tyś mnie kołysała, a dzisiaj zostawiasz mnie. Mamo, ach mamo droga, nie smuć się nie. Coś mnie nauczyła i tak dobraś była, nigdy nie zapomnę, nie. Mamo, ach mamo droga, czemu zostawiasz mnie? Tyś dla mnie śpiewała, tyś mnie kołysała, a dzisiaj zostawiasz mnie.
Was that a set of polka music or what? That right there was some music from 1959 sent to us recently. That was the Scottish Carnival Polka by Felix Chitkovich and his orchestra. That was a good one right there. Holy moly, some interesting stuff right there. We heard Jukebox Cheer from Wally Dombrowski, absolutely brand new music. And we heard Frank Wojnarowski doing the Matka Waltz, what will be the first tribute to mothers here on Mother's Day 2021 on the Sunday Morning Polka Show of Northwest Ohio, where you can always send us an email at sundaypolka@gmail.com. Go ahead and do it, just for entertainment purposes. Let us know where you're listening from. sundaypolka@gmail.com. Why don't we take a listen to some news from Poland right now? This is News from Poland brought to you from the Polish American Journal, a one-stop shop for news from Poland, Polonia. You should subscribe. www.polamjournal.com. Here's the headline. Biden invites Poland's Duda other leaders to climate summit. U.S. President Joe Biden has invited a number of world leaders, including his Polish counterpart Andrzej Duda, to a virtual climate summit. Biden wants to convince the world of America's return to the front line of struggle with human-made climate change, from which his predecessor withdrew the United States. Those invited include the leaders of Russia, China, Japan, Israel, Germany, Britain, France, Italy, and Turkey. Poland, which now still gets 80% of its electricity from coal-fired power plants, is committed to shut down its coal mines over the next 3 decades. Wind farms are being built, solar panels are getting installed, and the country's energy sector hopes to develop its nuclear power potential. And that's the news from Poland from the Polish American Journal, www.polamjournal.com. And remember, send us emails at sundaypolka@gmail.com, sundaypolka@gmail.com. And now back into the music. Let's hear from the Kielbasa Kings doing the Stormy Clouds.
Mura idzie, deszcz będzie, jabłeczka nie przyjdzie. Jabłeczka rozkoszna, za byczkami bo łaz poszła. Jabłeczka rozkoszna, za byczkami bo łaz poszła. Siupaj, Pawełek, odprowadź mnie kawałek. Siupaj, nie mogę, bo kulawi na nogę. Siupaj, nie mogę, bo kulawi na nogę. Czy pamiętać dziewczyno, jakieś maleńka była? Jam ci laleczki już robił, a ty się mi bawiła. Jam ci laleczki już robił, a ty się mi bawiła.
won the sweepstakes, dear.
Now you're talking.
Let's kiss. Like this.
You means love is here.
He waits till the moon is above, then he calls to his love. When she hears him say you, she knows what she will do. And when they are out neath the moon, morning comes much too soon. Tomorrow in moonlight too, she'll hear him say you.
Let's go for a ride. We'll talk.
Not I.
We'll walk.
Goodbye.
Your hand I've come to woo.
That does it.
Let's kiss. Like this.
You means I love you.
He waits till the moon is above, then he calls to his love. When she hears him say you, she knows what she will do. And when they are out neath the moon, morning comes much too soon. Tomorrow in moonlight too, she'll hear him say you.
Just because I really dug that happy polka beat, I wouldn't listen to them just the same. And every time I hear that music ringing in my ear, it makes me want to stand right up and cheer. I'm a polka music fan, I'm a polka music fan, singing, dancing all night long to those happy songs. I'm a polka music fan, I'm a polka music fan. We will share a laugh or two and chase away the blues. Hey, I'm a polka music fan. Don't you know I'm on singing every day? La 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 la, polka music fan. Don't you know that's what I am? Now that I have come of age, I really understand the adolescence of those friends of mine. Still today I'm listening to those polka jamming bands. How the music makes me feel so fine. And every time I hear that music ringing in my ear, it makes me want to stand right up and cheer. 'Cause I'm a polka music fan, I'm a polka music fan, singing, dancing all night long to those happy songs. I'm a polka music fan, I'm a polka music fan. We will share a laugh or two and
polka music fan from the inimitable Polka family. Wishing Hank all the best on his recovery from COVID. This is some serious stuff, people. Polka Music Fan's the name of that song. Before that, we heard a novelty tune. Yoo-hoo! I call that a novelty tune mostly because our good friend Andy Pavlak provided that one for us on a collection of songs he called, that he put together, that he found out there, that he called a collection of polka novelty tunes. And I think it was pretty darn funny and pretty darn good, especially that line about winning the sweepstakes. And we started off that set with Stormy Clouds from the Kielbasa Kings here on the Sunday Morning Polka Show of Northwest Ohio with your host, David Jackson. Hey, let's give a listen to the Polish word of the day another time, drapać. Drapać, it's a verb, and it doesn't mean to drop, because very, very, very rarely do words in Polish that sound like words in English actually have anything to do with what they sound like in English. Drapać. Nie powinieneś tego drapać, jeśli lekarz tak powiedział. All right, Polish word of the day. It comes from transparentlanguage.com, not a sponsor. But nonetheless, it only seems fair to say where I get stuff. Hey, keep those emails coming to sundaypolka@gmail.com. sundaypolka@gmail.com. Let us know where you're listening from. It's always interesting. We have single listeners each week on the recorded version of the show, which we get about 750 listeners to each week. Single listeners in Iceland and Israel and just various strange places. But the majority come from, of course, the US of A, Canada, and Poland. All right, well, back into the music. What shall we play? We're going to play another song from the Polka family, because who doesn't like the Polka family? And who doesn't like the Polka family when the Polka family does Happy Louie?
Wzięli się pod działy te siwe gołębie, co mi podziupały, dziewczynie podgram je. the bar. Oh, those punks at the bar. Oh, those punks at the bar. Those punks at the bar, they sure have a lot of fun. Those punks at the bar are unruly and rowdy. They have a couple beers and then they start shouting to no one in particular, yeah, just to anyone. Those punks at the bar, they sure have a lot of fun. Those punks at the bar, they sure have a lot of fun. They got gnarly beards and they're covered in tattoos. They drink a couple shots, they drink a couple brews. They get off of work and then they come here, you know, to the punks at the bar. This place is their home. To the punks at the bar, this place is their home. They had fake IDs. They've been hanging out for years in places just like these. But they never did nobody harm, yeah, they love everyone. Those punks at the bar, they sure have a lot of fun. Those punks at the bar, they sure have a lot of fun. Those punks at the bar, they sure have a lot of fun.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to give you a tune that we just writ here about 5 minutes ago. It is called the Ragman Polka. The ragman comes up and down the street. The ragman comes up and down the street. Say all you guys with skinny wives, better get them in the door. When the ragaman comes and the ragaman goes, you won't see them no more. He drives his truck and blows his little horn. He drives his truck and blows his little horn. He picks up metals, iron and steel and clothing that is worn. He picks up all the junk around and he blows his little horn. Hey! The ragman comes and blows his little horn. The ragman comes and takes the clothes that are tattered and torn. The ragman blows and sings a song, takes junk and rights and gold. And when he goes away from you, you don't keep results old. The ragman comes and the ragman goes up and down the street. The ragman comes and the ragman goes up and down the street. Say all of you guys with the skinny wives, and I get them in the door. When the ragman comes and the ragman goes, you don't see them no more. Hey, hey!
see I love you, please don't break my heart in two. That's not hard to do, 'cause I don't have a wooden heart. And if you say goodbye, then I know that I would cry. Maybe I would die, 'cause I don't have a wooden heart. There's no strings upon this love of mine. It was always you from the start. Treat me nice, treat me good, treat me like you really should. I'm not made of wood and I don't have a wooden heart.
Well, that there is the 6-song set of polka music for which the Sunday Morning Polka Show of Northwest Ohio and the world is becoming internationally famous. Dozens of listeners can't be wrong. That was Frankie's Polka by Aaron Dussing. We heard Czech and Then Some doing the Wooden Heart. Send that out to my wife, the love of my life, Lori. The Ragaman came in between. The Chardon Polka Band did the Punks at the Bar. They always have a good time. Rich Bobinski Orchestra did the Echo Polka. And we started off that set with the classic from Happy Louie, as done by the Polka family, North Shore. Yes, yes, yes. Can you beat it? So many songs in so little time. The most densely packed hour of polkas, waltzes, obedics, mystery tunes, news from Poland, and the Polish word of the day that you can possibly find. How about that Polish word of the day? Drapacz. Drapacz. The drapacz come. No, that's the regamen come. The regamen come. It is a verb, nie powinieneś tego drapać, jeśli lekarz tak powiedział, is the Polish word of the day. And the Polish word of the day in a sentence. Hey, it's Mother's Day out there. Happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers. A few years ago, Randy Krajewski and Jimmy Rutkowski and all of the boys in the group Badanov put together a delightful Matka's Waltz medley. And it sounds a little something like this.
Jimmy Rutkowski. Growing up in the Toledo neighborhood of Kushvans holds special memories for me. My family's pride in its Polish heritage was strong. Here are some melodies taught to me by my matka that are near and dear to my heart. Think back to a simpler time. For me, I remember dancing in the kitchen. Enjoy this stroll down memory lane.
Ciężko pamiętać matki albo ojca, bo ciężkie jest serce i mokre są oczka. Jak pięknie tatuś doradza, co znaczyła Polska. Tatuś i mamusia już bogie są w niebie. Tatuś i mamusia nie wrócą do mnie. Tatuś i mamusia już bogie są w niebie. Tatuś i mamusia nie wrócą do mnie.
Serdeczna matko, opiekunko ludzi, niech przepłacze rod, do litości zbudzi. Do Ciebie wołamy, zmiłuj się, zmiłuj, niech się nie złamy. Żegnaj Synu, do Ciebie zmiłuj się, zmiłuj, niech się nie złamy.
Big Dino Sound, Steve Fornek, doing My Mother's Waltz. Before that, we heard Serdeczna Matko, as done by Crusade, with Biagaj on the vocals. And we heard Jimmy Rutkowski and Badanov doing the Matka's favorite waltz medley. A big Mother's set for you there on Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day, especially to my mom. All right, well, as we come to the end of the big broadcast, we'll visit for the final time the Polish word of the day. Drapać means to scratch. Nie powinieneś tego drapać, jeśli lekarz tak powiedział, means you shouldn't scratch it if the doctor said so. So there's some advice. All right, if the good Lord's willing and the creeks don't rise, we will be back next week. That is our commitment to you. Until then, do zobaczenia, and we're going to go out the way that we've been going out the last few weeks with a recording that I just can't get enough of from 1940. Some good old school Polish recordings. It just doesn't get any better than this. Love the vocals.